Well, welcome back to our Minecraft world here. What I'd like to do is talk about my assessment. I'm planning on using this assessment for my 7th and 8th grade, particularly my 8th grade algebra class, as we talk about exponents and exponent modeling. Okay, sorry for the interruption there. But what I'd like to do, this is an assessment for my algebra class. So there's a pretty easy beginning to this assessment. I want them to follow the directions on the sign, make a pyramid that is a 5 by 5 base and a height of 3 blocks. What they end up building is this, technically we'd call this a ziggurat, but this is the shape that they're ending up building. It's a pyramid of 1 block on the top, 9 blocks in the second layer, and then 25 blocks in the third layer. So this is exponential growth, though they don't necessarily recognize that right away. From there, I have them jump onto this second pyramid. I want them to do the same thing, build a pyramid that is now a height of 4 blocks instead of 3. They'll follow the same pattern, except this one now is significantly larger. It's got 49 blocks on the base, 7 by 7 base. And then I ask them to do one more, following the same pattern, build a pyramid that is 5 blocks tall. Now, the first reason I want them to do this is to feel the difference in just how many blocks it takes to build something that's 3 units tall with this pattern and then 5 units tall. It's way more than just twice as many blocks. So there's a huge, huge difference there. Okay, the other thing that we've got going on is after they finish building these, they're going to head, after they finish building these, they are, there's one of my keyboard input issues. They're going to take that information and then talk to each other in the real world. They're going to get together with a group, and I want them to figure out how many blocks it would take, not just for the 3 that they built, but how many would it take if they wanted to build a pyramid that was 50 blocks tall. Now, of course, that'd be a ridiculously large pyramid to build. The base for that one would have to be enormous. 50 blocks tall would get big quickly, but that's the point. I want them to see how quickly exponents grow and come up with a formula, not just work their way through, well, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So they'd have a difficult time, I think, with this assessment. But what I'd do is I'd walk around, I'd listen to what they'd have to say, provide some feedback, so I'm getting some formative verbal assessment. And I'd also be requiring their group to use a whiteboard in order to actually show what's going on. So they'll write everything else on the whiteboard, and then they'll display those solutions in front of the class, talk their way through how did I calculate this, what did I do in order to come up with a solution. And I'm hoping to see a lot of different methods they have going on. So what I like about Minecraft for this is it provides a great hook. They get a chance to get in there and build something for real, and they get a chance to feel what I'm talking about with exponents. It's so easy to get away and say, well, exponents get big quickly. When you build something and you realize how big something really gets, it makes a much bigger impact on what's going on. I also want them to work their way through creatively thinking, working as a group, and evaluating other people's arguments besides just their own. So there are some things for me that I think this assessment fits well. For one thing, I think it fits higher order thinking skills. Coming up with this part, the building, not so much, but coming up with a formula to analyze a 50 block tall ziggurat would be very challenging and would require a lot of different discussions other than straight up calculations or follow the rules algebra that they're used to. One area I think this assessment is pretty weak in is, from my rubric 4.0, the idea of setting them up for success. I don't think the guidelines are terribly clear here. That's part of what I actually like about the assessment. It's not a straight follow the rules, but I do expect a lot of frustration, a lot of really stressed out and partially angry students, at least at the beginning of this activity. That's not all bad, but it doesn't quite agree with the original thoughts I had in rubric 4. Anyway, I hope you found this assessment, at the very least, intriguing. Thank you for your time.